What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? My name is Christian and welcome to Matafied Gaming. If this is your first time here, hello, how are you? Welcome to the channel. And for those of you that have been on this channel before, hello, how are you? Sorry I've been gone for so long. I know I'm happy right now, and trust me, there are a lot of happy stories in this video, but I do want to let you know that it does get dark at times, but I feel like it's necessary to talk about those things for this particular video. I will be talking about how Halo has not only saved my personal life, but also modified gaming as a whole, but most importantly, how I feel it can save you, especially if you're going through a tough time right now. Now, I can make a video about my entire history of Halo, and if you guys would like to see that, it would honestly be something like this, but I don't want to bore you guys with it, to be honest, so I'm going to keep it short. So to start this video off, I really just want to go back to the roots, especially considering that Halo has been around for almost 20 years now. And believe it or not, I played Halo CE for the first time in 2001 over at my cousin Louie's house. You see, back then I didn't have an Xbox. I was mainly a Pokemon, Legend of Zelda, and if my favorite series on this channel is any indicator, a huge Super Mario fan. I highly recommend you check out that Let's Play. It's honestly one of my favorite projects, and it's one of the main reasons why I'm making this video in the first place. But yeah, back in those days, man, I was never a fan of the Xbox. I was a Nintendo fanboy through thick and thin. But when I was over at my cousin's house, I just played what was available. At the end of the day, I'm a video game nerd at heart, and I had never played a shooter before, but it looked fun. I gave it a shot. I played it here and there, but I never thought anything of it. Eventually, those Halo Combat Evolved nights turned into Halo 2 nights. You see, in those days, we only had one Xbox, we only had one TV, we didn't have good controllers like the one you see right here. You see, I always got that knockoff Walmart generic brand controller, so not only was I not good at the game at the time, and to be honest, I'm not that good anymore, but back then, it was horrible. And of course, my cousin Saul, who was just a god at the game, would just completely destroy us. And it didn't help that all my other cousins were screen cheaters as well, so we would be on lockout, and I would just get sliced and diced with the sword, headshotted from like a mile away, and man, I didn't know what I was doing. But as time went on, things changed. I was starting to get a little better, and then my cousin Saul actually started bringing his Xbox over to my house, and we connected to Xbox Live for the first time. And that's where his iconic gamer tag came from. Sharky got a mic. For the first time, I got to hear other people's voices online, and to this day, I made the greatest friends online, and I'm really hoping to finally get a chance to meet them in person after all these years. I want to take the time now to shout out a bunch of the people that I played with. If I forgot your name, I'm sorry. Let me know in the comments. I've done this on Twitch already before, so now is the perfect time to plug in my twitch.tv channel. If you'd like to watch me live, I've been playing Halo the Master Chief Collection, Halo 5, and also the Halo Infinite footage that you see on here. All links are down in the description if you'd like to check it out. So first and foremost, I want to shout out my cousin Saul, Sharky got a mic, for introducing me to Halo. Without him, we wouldn't be here today, and as you'll find out later on in this video, Matafied Gaming wouldn't be here without Halo. So shout out to you, Saul. Thank you so much. You know, without you, honestly, none of this would be possible. Want to shout out Derek, aka the Big Boss, Ruthless, Donkey Kong, King Bowser, Joker's a Beast, Super Mario, Screech, Slithery Snake, Sniping Hornet, Elite 2, Fozzie 91, Pikachu, man, and I know I'm forgetting so many more, but those are the only ones that are coming off the top of my head, and I don't want this video to be too long. Unfortunately for me, I didn't get to taste Xbox Live until the tail end of Halo 2, but that was the perfect setup because months later, the most anticipated Halo of all time was about to come out, and man, were we ready. Halo 3 came out in 2007, and my cousin got it on launch night, and we went over to his house and we played matchmaking, and I instantly fell in love. Not too long after that, I purchased my first Xbox 360. I'm almost positive that one got the red rings of death in the first week, and then eventually I purchased a new one, but that got the red rings. That got the red rings as well. Halo 3 was a huge part of my life. I honestly owe everything to that game. You know, the sleepless nights, the school call offs, the no shows, the calling in. Man, I did so many bad things. I went from a straight A student, and Halo 3 came out, and I went to a straight B student. There may have been a C or a D in there. Halo 3 is really the reason on why this video is even being made, and I finally want to talk to you about how Halo saved my life. You see, growing up, I was always into school, academics, reading, staying at home, being a nerd, playing video games here and there, but being the oldest in the family, I was always raised to take my education seriously and to go to college one day and become, you know, the Mata that everyone wanted in the family. I scored the highest ACT in my family. I went to a private high school. I was on track to being academically in a good place. From my high school, I graduated with a presidential scholarship. I got a free ride to a community college. I pretty much had everything paved for me, but then Halo 3 came out. Thanks to Halo, I stayed home. And I don't know if that was a good or a bad thing, but it really doesn't matter anymore. My friends at the time, they'd like to go out, underage drink, they'd go out to party, they'd be hooking up with girls. And meanwhile, I'm at home trying to four-shot kids, trying to be an MLG pro. But thanks to Halo, I found out my true passion, which is creating content, playing video games, making people laugh, getting in front of a camera, and putting content out there that people love and enjoy. I have started and stopped so many things on this channel you can honestly laugh at, and I'm surprised that I even have subscribers to this day. But making this video right now, I'd be lying to you if I tell you that it's not making me a little nervous. The only thing that I've completed from start to finish on this channel is the Let's Play of Super Luigi World, and that's why I try to draw from that and try to realize that I've done these things before and I can do them again, and going forward, that's what I want to do. I had just recently broken up with the love of my life, and I honestly had no direction and I didn't know where I was going. I tried to forget her, I tried to move on, I tried to hang out with my friends, which I had been alienating for years. I tried to go out, I tried to experience different things, but that demon in the back of my head just would not go away. In that month, I ended up going to Canada with my good friend Chevy, and we were having a blast. And on one of the nights, I got blasted drunk. To this day, I think I got drugged up. And I ended up going on a stroll throughout Toronto, and honestly, to this day, I don't know how I'm still alive. I got to a bench and I sat down and I was contemplating my life. I look up and I see this huge tower. And in that very moment, I thought, why don't I climb up to that tower and just jump off? Just end my life right here. There's nothing more. I'm never going to succeed. I'm never going to be with my girl again. What's going to happen to my life? It's over. It's not worth living. But before I made that mistake, I tried calling a lot of people on my phone. I called friends. I called family. I called my cousin Caesar, and he actually picked up. He tried to talk me out of it. But during our conversation, I get a call from my parents. You see, I had called my parents earlier, but they didn't pick up. But now that I was on the phone with Caesar telling him what I was about to do, my parents called, so I hung up and I picked up their phone call. Being a whole other country away, my parents felt helpless. They didn't know what to do. All they could do was talk to me and tell me that it was not right to stop thinking like that. And just hearing my mom cry, how she was crying, and hearing my dad cry over the phone is what ultimately stopped me. Now, not a lot of people are as lucky as me. A lot of people are going through it worse. I actually lost a cousin of mine this year due to this very topic. It's not something that I take lightly. You see, in the game of Halo, there are also suicides. But in Halo, when you kill yourself, the timer's a little longer, but you come back to life. In this real video game we call life, there is no coming back. When you die, it's over. There is no coming back. Your friends and family will be mourning you forever. You will never, ever reach your full potential. It is not the answer. So that's why I feel that Halo has vicariously saved me by allowing me to pursue my video game passion and giving me an avenue to be creative, to have purpose in life, and I know it can help you too. The Halo franchise is vast, no matter what your interests are. If you're a gamer like me, there are plenty of video games for you to play. If you like to read, there are a bunch of novels, graphic novels, nonfiction, fiction, whatever you can think of. There's movies, an upcoming TV series, any art form you can possibly think of, Halo has it for you. I highly suggest that you give it a shot. You'll definitely see me out on the battlefield. You're going to see content on here, and I'm going to make tips and tricks for new players and old players alike, and old players like myself that are trying to get back into it and get their skill back. And who knows, if you end up liking it, you can go ahead and purchase the campaign and get to experience the entire series from beginning to end. And if you'd like for someone to play with, you can always hit me up. And if it all goes as planned, Halo Infinite will give us content for the next 10 years. And I really hope that everyone watching this video is here with us 10 years from now as well. You can check out these old Halo videos that I made on the channel if you'd like to get a good laugh, but expect more content coming forward. At its core, that's why I made this video. If you made it this far, thank you. Please like the video. If you want to see this channel grow, hit the subscribe button. If you want to be extra special, then hit the bell notification so you're notified every time that I upload with this hectic upload schedule that I'm going to have. Thank you guys for watching this video. Again, my name is Christian. This is Matafied Gaming. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.